In 3, 2, 1. 1 second. It's beginning now. It's loading. All right. Good morning, everyone. I am Eleazar Santos Tejada. This recording is done today, October the 1st, 2019. It's 8:15 a.m. in Colombia. At this time, I am in front of you just to carry out our first encounter as part of your curriculum for Intermediate English 1 students. At this morning, I have Pedro Alonso, Lina Maria Luna, Angie Daniela Cerquera, and Karine Daza Gonzalez online, and we are ready to start our first encounter. For all of you, as I told you a few minutes ago, my agenda, the first thing is welcome you. This is one academic environment. This is one academic space. It's really helpful for all of us. I consider when we live in Colombia or at any other city in Latin America, it's kind of difficult to practice English. It's kind of difficult to find people to practice, to share knowledge and things like that. When you are in another country where you speak English, it's easier, the learning is easier, the way how you grab the knowledge, and it's easier to practice. So try to take advantage as much as possible for this encounter. So remember, this is one academic space, kind of formal, but don't hesitate in speaking because the idea is for you to practice a lot. So we are going to take advantage of this aspect, and you are going to think by yourself, okay, I have almost 3 hours of encounters in a week. They should be very productive for you. So don't worry for mistakes and be ready to speak as much as possible, okay? Because maybe in your normal spaces you have no opportunity unless you are a teacher or you are living in another country. I know this is part of your curriculum. You schedule this time for this, so it's great because it's early in the morning here in Colombia, even in another countries it's evening now. But try to be organized, okay, and be ready to enjoy every single encounter, okay? It is supposed I have to give you one score at the end of the encounters as part of your performance during those sessions. Uh, to me, I am not going to grade you. You're speaking like that only. I am not going to grade you how fluently you are speaking. Don't worry for mistakes. So just because maybe you say if I make mistakes, my score will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Don't worry about it. Okay. The important is your attitude, your motivation, your participation actively in here in these encounters. So I really suggest you just enjoy these encounters, okay? So you have questions, anything we can help, don't worry. In here we are learning one to each other, right? So just be ready in that. As an introduction, I'm going to introduce myself. I want to confirm if you receive on the email my short part of the biography. Pedro, you receive it?
Yes, teacher, I received your email and I checked your professional profile
Yes.
and
All right. It's okay, thank you. Lina Maria, did you read the my short biography? Lina,
No, teacher, no, I'm sorry.
okay, you didn't. Okay, don't worry. It's in your email. Angie Daniela, did you read my short biography?
Mm, yes.
Don't worry, okay? Okay, thank you. And Karine?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, uh, I was born in Barranca Bermeja, Santander, in November the 4th in 1974. Okay, so
Mhm.
that's my hometown. When I have basically all my family there, my parents, my brothers and sisters. In my family, we are 10. So there are 6 women and we are 4 men. When I finished my high school in Barranca Bermeja, I joined the military. So I went to the non-commissioned officers academy in Tolemaida and I began NCO. I worked in Colombian Army for almost 25 years. Eh, as part of my family now, I can say that I am living now in Melgar, Tolima, for work reasons because my last unit was Tolemaida. It's really close to here, maybe you know. So I live in here in Melgar with my wife and my 2 younger children. Valeria, who is 8 years old, and my son that is 8 months old. My oldest daughter lives in Manizales. She's just making as well the thesis for graduation in photography and design. She studies and lives there. Uh, I learned English by myself empirically when I was patrolling in Colombian mountains for about 5 or 6 years. And then when I had the opportunity to be moved to Colombian Army Aviation in Tolemaida, they assigned me as an instructor. So I was an instructor for general English and technical English for aviation for almost 9 years. That was a great experience to me to practice, to learn, and to share with people and to get some kind of methodology. Now I am a retired 3 years ago. I left the military. I finished my career. My last position was sergeant major. I stopped working in the army and now I teach English in my house in private classes. Mm, Basically, that's my process of learning. When you are assigned to teach, you have a lot of challenges in front of you. So really that is really helpful because that motivates you to learn, to practice, to get ready your classes, things like that is really good for you. I had the opportunity to go to the United States in 2010 for about 3 months to learn and get one certification in English. And then in 2012, I went back to the US for more than a year to make another military training based on English. So that as well helped me to get fluency, to get background, to get a lot of knowledge how to teach, because all of those courses were in academical environments. I'm going to stop my biography there in here, sorry, and then you can ask me any question about my personal life or my personal curriculum vitae like that. In the same way, I want to listen any of you giving me your short biography, maybe what you have in mind or what you have prepared. Okay. The first one would be Pedro Alonso. Pedro Alonso, tell us a little bit about your life, please.
Okay, teacher. My full name is Pedro Alonso Layon Quintero. Currently, I'm living in La Calera. What about me? I'm an industrial designer. I'm working in a industrial carpentry. I have to design the furniture. Um, my favorite hobbies are um, I like to cook. I play the drums. Actually, I have a band. Um, it's called Garden Blast. Um, I'm living alone. I don't have children. That's all about me.
All right. Thank you, Pedro. Thank you. Later we can share maybe on ask questions one to each other. Doesn't matter. Thank you. Lina Maria, can you tell us about your life, please?
Okay, teacher. Hello, my name is Lina Maria Luna Serna. I am living in Casabianca, Tolima, with my mom Luz Marina and my son Rafael Gonzalve Luna. He is 3 years old, and I am a student of bachelor degree in English as a foreign language. This is uh, my fifth semester maybe, and I am so happy for this. I am only a student. I don't have a job. That's it,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay. Thank you, Lina Maria. Angie Daniela, please.
Okay, my name is Daniela Cerquera. I am 22 years old. I live in the city of Bogota. I am English student English, and I don't have new much language. Um, I'm in the 5th semester. Um, I live with my mother, my brother, and 2 cats.
All right. Thank you, Angie Daniela. Karine, please.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Karine Daza. I was born in Codazzi, Cesar, but until I stayed there until I was 10 years old. 10 years old. Then I moved to Bogota. My family, most of my family now they are living in there, and then after 10 years, I moved to China. Right now, I'm living in China since 2007, so I'm in China already for 12 years. I came to China as a singer and dancer in a band, Latin band, and then after a couple of years, I got pregnant for my first baby, and then I decided to find a job in kindergarten.
It's okay. It's okay.
I decided to find a job in kindergarten for English teacher because here was like easy to find this kind of job. If you are foreigner and your English good, you can find before. Right now it's difficult. And then I started to work as a teacher, and then they saw like when I was in Colombia, I was studying dance and theater. I don't remember the career, but it was like for be a dance teacher and a theater teacher. So then my boss saw what like I have to call that I have something that I'm good at it. I have some attitude in dance and perform, so perform I start to perform in here, and then I do like a part-time job also, like a singer. But now my stable job is in kindergarten job, like a English teacher. Um, I got married. My husband is Colombian. Because everybody asked me this question: Is your husband Chinese? No, my husband is Colombian. I have 2 kids. This one is my youngest one. His name is Eric. He's 6 years old. I have an older one. He's 9. Both are studying here. Both born in here. But before I was living in another city, it's called Shenzhen. I just changed my kindergarten for a better position. Right now on the chart of foreign teachers. So right now I'm working, have a better position in this kindergarten. So we moved Otto here, and then he is in kindergarten, and the oldest one is at primary school in third grade. Both of them can speak Chinese. I can speak Chinese, English, and Spanish, of course. They can also speak Chinese, English, and Spanish, but the first language of them is Chinese. The Spanish, even we speak Spanish every day here, the Spanish is very bad. Their Spanish because they use Chinese grammar to speak, but they understand three languages. So that's all. We also have a small dog, a Chihuahua. That's all.
Bueno, thank you very much. Really, welcome, little baby. Welcome to the conference. Okay, thank you, Karine.
Hi, teacher.
It is wonderful
Teacher.
because we have different people, different English levels, and different professions as well. So this is great. Okay. Do you want to ask me any question? Do you want to ask me any question? Maybe you say, okay, I want to ask or go in deep or in more detail about my personal life before continuing. Any of you? One by one.
Teacher, I have a question. Do you miss the military life?
Yes. So I work in the army for almost 25 years, but I stopped 3 years ago. So I got my last rank was sergeant major, and I decided to become a retired. So, but I worked almost 25 years in the army.
Okay. Are you retired? Why are you retired, teacher? Sorry.
Okay, when I got my last position, sergeant major, I could work maybe for about 5 or 7 more years, but I decided to stop, especially because my daughter Valeria was here in charge of a person because my wife works as well. So it's not the same when any other person cares about your children. And I decided basically to stop to dedicate more time to her. And because I wanted to study and finish my semesters because I was at that time in maybe in 8. So I wanted to move on my career because I'm as a student as well as you. Okay.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Any other question? No? All right.
This is your last. This is your last semester. This is like your last one. Then you will graduate.
Yes. Currently, I am. So this is my last. This is pedagogical experience too. So this is my last 3 credits, and I am doing now my thesis for graduation. So I am studying self-learning. So basically, the idea is in December to finish all of this stuff because it's kind of hard as well. Maybe as you think, you know.
Good luck.
Oh, thank you. Uh,
Teacher, because you live in Melgar. Because now it's a war.
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
I live in Melgar because when I was active duty, I was working in Tolemaida, and when I finished, my wife got a job in here in Melgar, and I can teach here private classes here in Melgar because many people know me as well. So I decided to stay here maybe for a couple of more years.
Okay.
Yeah, but the idea is maybe in next year, maybe moving to Girón, Santander, or Bucaramanga, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other? I want to say, Berta Cecilia, are you online? Berta Cecilia Garzón, are you online? No, I. Yes?
Teacher.
All right. Okay. Okay, I just began about 20 minutes ago. We are talking about some personal aspects because we did our personal introduction. Can you share with us your personal introduction, Berta?
So teacher, I don't know speak English.
Don't worry, try. Okay, give us your name, how old you are, where you live, what you do, what is your profession, things like that. Don't worry about it.
Okay, teacher. Um, I live in Villavicencio, Meta,
Yes.
with my husband and my two daughters. Mm, the 4 years and 10 months.
Uh-huh.
I work in a entidad financial.
Yes.
Um, I am 36 years old. I like to dance and sing. I like to take to the park and to with my daughters. I don't know.
Yes. We can understand perfectly. You can speak English, so doesn't matter if you are not comfortable, but really we can understand. So go ahead, don't worry, right?
Okay, teacher.
Yeah. Okay, as I told them before, this space is for you and me, okay? You are learning, and I am learning from you, all of you as well. I am student. I am in my last semester. I am in my last stage of this career. And maybe all of you in 6 months or in 1 year, you will be here in my position, you know? Maybe in 6 months or 1 year or later, you will be the tutor, you will be the instructor for any other students, right? You will be in my position, so don't worry about it. I was in your position 1 year ago, maybe a little bit more, so don't worry about it because everybody here is going to learn one
Hmm.
from each other, okay?
Teacher, sorry.
Be comfortable.
They
Yes,
made Laura Veronica Medina in the Sky Group.
Laura,
Yes.
why? Laura Veronica, yeah. Are you here, Laura?
No, she's trying to
No.
contact you, but she can't.
I really no, I can see her
She
as
was
well. No.
working in the WhatsApp group, teacher.
She's
Uh,
just talking it on WhatsApp.
yeah. Sorry. The idea is I shouldn't use my phone in here because I am recorded things. Um, okay, I'm going to
Teacher,
send her a message.
have, I have Laura Veronica in my contacts, Skype contacts. If you want, I can add her in the conversation, in the call.
Maybe. Yeah, can be fine. That doesn't matter. So try to join. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if possible. Yes, no problem. So
So,
the idea is to share.
teacher,
Yeah.
is Laura Veronica in this group?
Yes, Laura Verónica Medina.
Yes,
Yeah.
teacher.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. If you can join her, yeah, will be fine. So that's no problem. Okay. Any other question about any of your partners or me?
Karin, what time is it in China?
Karine.
Right now is 9:40 p.m.
Okay. 9:40 p.m. in China.
Yeah, there is 8:40, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
A.m.
Correct. In Colombia, yes. Okay. Hey, questions? No more questions? Okay, I'm going to make some questions, okay? Uh, Pedro Alonso, what kind of music do you play in your band?
In my band, we played, I don't know, it's like progressive rock,
Uh-huh.
metalcore. I don't
Oh,
know. We are in the way to find our our genre, or
Yes. Hmm.
I don't know, but we are keep rehearse and practicing every day to be better.
Yeah. That's really wonderful. Okay. Great.
Thank you, teacher.
Every instrument, every aspect in culture is valuable, so that's no problem. Okay. Mm, Berta Cecilia, how long have you lived in Villavicencio? Berta, you
Yes,
join
teacher.
us. Berta,
Yes, teacher.
how long have you lived in Villavicencio?
Um,
How much time have you lived in Villavicencio? Yeah, for how long, Berta?
I don't know, teacher.
No, you understand me? You always you always live in Villavicencio
Yes, teacher.
all the life? All your life? All right, I don't know if you have any problem in your communication. Okay, Lina Maria, how far is Casablanca, Tolima from Ibagué?
Casabianca, teacher.
Casabianca, sorry, from Ibagué. How far is it?
It's not really far. It's maybe 3 hours.
All right. Is it on the way Natagaima?
No, no, teacher. This is the north of the department.
All right, got it.
Close to Mariquita, Honda, Herbeo, Fresno, Líbano.
Uh-huh. Okay, got it. Thank you.
It's
Thank
cold.
you. Yeah, I know. Should be nice weather there. Bueno. Laura Verónica, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, welcome to the conference. How do you feel today?
I'm fine, thank you. My my English is very very bad. Those
It's
are
very good.
mistakes. I know, teacher.
Laura, what can you tell us about your life? Did you read my biography? Tell me about your personal biography, your personal information.
Okay, my name is Laura. I am 35 years old. I'm in
Yes.
Bogota, but I am from Florida Valle del Cauca. In Bogota, like 7 years ago, with my husband and my two children. Abraham is 8 years old, and he is in third grade, and Joel is 3 years old, and he is in kindergarten.
Okay. Thank you. How long have you lived in Bogota?
7 years.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Angie, why do you like cats? Angie Daniela,
Yes, teacher.
why do you like cats?
Why?
Yes, you said you have two cats.
Mm, no sé.
I don't know. I want to listen you. Tell me anything.
I don't know why I like them.
Okay. Thank you. Karine, what do you prefer? To sing or to dance? Or to
Dance.
teach?
Oh, that's difficult.
I know.
If it was sing and dance, I prefer dance. But now it's dance and teach. Teach with dance.
Okay, thank you. I know it's difficult to make a decision. Bueno, right now, practically everybody is here, okay? From this group, group A, is just missing Ronald Wilfredo Calvache. He's not online. He doesn't appear in my contacts as well. Do you hear me well, everybody?
Yes, teacher.
All right, thank you.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, as part of our encounters, there are some rules. Okay, there are some rules. Suppose, okay, it's not because I'm a military. Okay, don't worry about it. It's just because we need to. Okay, we need to. Just like that. That's the reason. So I'm going to show you a couple of other rules we have to keep in mind. You want to write them down, will be fine. If not, it's okay. Just pay attention, you know. That's like that. Give me a second. Oh my goodness. Ow. Come see. The first rule for us should be to be on time. Okay, that is the first rule, to be on time. As you can see, we have people from different places, from different professions, and you know the time flies, so we need to use the time wisely. What I have to do today is to know how you are speaking. You know, my tutor sent us okay, like a curriculum to follow with all of you. But again, maybe the curriculum is not possible to adapt to any of you because you have different levels and you have different needs. So I'm going to use it from time to time, and if not, I'm going to use other material. So for that reason, the idea is to begin at 8 o'clock, okay? Organize your ideas, organize your things, you know, because it is valuable the time. Again, the idea is you have maybe one space to practice, and when you say, okay, I am at 8 o'clock, but my friends come late or later, it's not good, you know. The time flies. Be organized, okay? Be ready with your microphone, your camera. I impossible won't leave you an assignment, a homework for next class, but maybe one topic to talk. But be on time is really useful for us. Remember, we are a team, okay? Till now, it's okay. Well, it's our first encounter and it's wonderful. The important is to be at that time with good connection, okay? The second, be polite, okay? Until now, it doesn't matter. I can see you are respectful. We need to be respectful. Maybe later when we have confidence, when you are maybe more familiar one to each other, you become to speak more. Doesn't matter, okay? The idea is have a good interaction. We need to have a good interaction, but again, should be immersed in the respect, okay? You need to respect your other's opinion. In here, the idea is to act and to use formal English, but anyway, if you have no formal English and you can participate using informal expression, informal conversation is okay, okay? So don't worry about it. Don't be rude. Always say please, always say thank you, things like that. It's just to keep in mind basic aspects when you need to be polite when you are interacting with other people. Another rule, be yourself, okay? You need to be you. Don't worry, you don't have to imitate. You don't have to try to act. as any other person. Don't worry. If you consider your English level is not the same as the rest of the group, hey, don't worry, don't be shy, okay? Don't be shy. It's the opportunity for you to grow, for you to practice. So be yourself, okay? If you make mistakes, don't worry about it, okay? From time to time, maybe I will correct you, or during the encounter, or maybe after. So don't worry, but the idea is be yourself, okay? You don't have to come here to imitate any other person, okay? Don't worry about it, because this is for you to have fun, for you to practice, and speak as you usually do it, okay? Okay, until that point, Pedro Alonso, do you have any question?
No, teacher, I understood the rules, and I'm agree with everything.
Thank you. Berta, Cecilia, do you have any question until this point?
No, teacher.
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
No, teacher.
All right. Do you understand full or basic ideas, general ideas? Do you understand what I am talking about?
Teacher.
Berta, do you understand what I am saying about the rules?
So,
So,
yes.
all right. If I am speaking too fast, tell me, okay? If you need, or any of you need me to repeat, hey, tell me, okay? Teacher, please repeat. Okay, don't worry about it, okay? This is the class, and I expect any of you have the same attitude, okay? Again, everybody here is different and has different English level, okay? So if you don't understand and you need me to explain again, please tell me. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry. You can say tell me at any point of my presentation, okay? You need me to repeat, I can repeat. No problem for that. That's my job now, right?
Right, teacher.
Thank you. Lina Maria, do you have any question?
No, teacher. No,
Do you
it's
understand?
clear.
It's
Clear
clear?
for me.
Right, thank you. Laura, is it clear for you? Laura Verónica. Are you there? Laura. Angie, do you have any question?
No, teacher, no question. Is it important to have clear rules?
Rules. Yes.
Rules.
All
Yes.
right, thank you.
No.
Karina, do you have any question? Thank you, Angie.
No, teacher, everything is fine. Everything is okay with me.
All right, thank you. Okay,
Teacher,
one more. I'm sorry, yes.
teacher,
Yes,
there are my things that I don't know understand. So
okay. In what, Berta? In be on time, in be polite, in be yourself, or in all of them? What part didn't understand, please? Hello? What part you don't understand, please?
Teacher, generally, I don't know, I don't know, speak only and listen and understand.
Okay, okay. Okay, little bit general idea. Don't worry about it, okay? When I say be on time, okay, when I say be on time, it's just to remember, okay? Be ready to start the Skype session at 8 o'clock, okay? Just like that, okay? Be on time
Yes.
means, okay, be ready Tuesdays and Thursdays, you know, at 8 o'clock. So remember that. That means you need to be ready maybe 5 minutes before, okay? You get ready the camera, microphone, signal, your computer, and when it's 8 o'clock, we can be ready to start the encounter, okay? That is
Is the important camera?
it's important, what? Say again?
Camera.
Yeah, the camera, yes, yes. It is required maybe for next session, for Thursday. Try to use the camera, okay? Try to use the camera. Why? Because it's a proof. In this moment, we are recording, okay? In this moment, we are recording all this conference, and the tutor requires, okay, I need to see the teacher speaking and the students speaking, and they need to see our face, okay? They need to see our face because as evidence, okay? As evidence, okay, is Pedro speaking, is Berta speaking, is Lina speaking, and etc., you know? So it's
Oh, okay.
important to have the camera, okay? It's important to have the camera. So try to get ready for Thursday, but today don't worry about it. And the second, be polite. When we say be polite, is just show good education, okay? Just good education. Say be polite means, okay, respect, okay? Respect others' opinion, respect others' uh, points of view, things like that, you know? Don't worry about it. For be yourself, that means the encounter is for you. Enjoy. Do you understand what is enjoy? What is enjoy? For Spanish, what is enjoy? Do you know that word?
Disfrutar.
Correctly. Okay, enjoy this conference, enjoy this encounter, okay? Be relaxed, okay? Be relaxed. Try to speak English, no problem for mistakes, okay? Be relaxed. Don't be stressed in here, okay? Don't be stressed, okay? Don't worry, it's just to relax, okay? So that's the idea. Okay, for number 4, respect others' opinions. As I told you all before, uh, everybody here is learning, okay? I am not full in English. I am not expert in English. I am not expert in languages, okay? I am a student. I am learning, okay? So you as well are learning. So don't worry for others' opinion. Just listen, just pay attention, just participate, and that's all. In here, no one has the absolute truth. Okay, no one. Okay, no one here is an expert. All of us in here are learning. All of us in here are students. So just respect others' opinion, participate, and things like that. When someone is speaking, so the other is listening, okay? It's just to have good communication, because if not, if everybody speaks at the same time, we can confuse, we can hear well, things like that. As well, you need to have open mind, okay? Open mind means, okay, I have now maybe 5 or 6 new partners. I don't know if you know one to each other before. I don't know if you knew any of those and are close friends, but if not, don't worry. New ideas, new people, don't worry, okay? Open mind, because this part of these encounters. Okay, that was open mind. Practice your English as much as possible, okay? Again, is my suggestion, is my recommendation. Practice your English as much as possible, okay? Again, this is the moment. Maybe in your house you don't practice. Maybe in your work you don't practice, you don't speak English, okay? In here, you have the opportunity at least to talk about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know how much, okay? The classes will be developing depending on you. But the idea is you participate. You need to practice as much as possible. No problem for mistakes. One more time. No problem for mistakes, okay? Teamwork. I don't know if you want to interact by yourself at your own later. In this case, I will be the instructor for you, but if you want to contact one to each other, maybe Lina and Laura or Angie, you want to practice by WhatsApp, you want to practice at any moment, no problem. You can share your information and practice as well. So don't worry, okay? Teamwork means all of the members of this group, we need to work together, okay? We need to work together. And the work in here is just to give opinions, to speak as much as possible, okay? And be ready to learn, okay? Be ready to learn. Again, I am not expert, and if I make mistakes, maybe, and if you realize, hey teacher, you are making a mistake, you can let me know, okay? Again, if you are making a mistake, I will maybe correct you. So it's just to increase our learning process, okay? Be ready to learn. Be ready to learn, because you need to learn every time, every moment, from everywhere, okay? And never give up. What is never give up? What is never give up? Somebody knows? What is never
Nunca,
give up?
no te des por vencido.
Correctly. So
Nunca te des por vencido.
correctly. So don't worry about it, okay? Maybe you say it's difficult, it's stressful. No, really no, okay? Really no. Don't worry, never give up. You need to continue in your process. Is for you, okay? It's for you. So just enjoy, as I told before. Okay, give me a second. What's going on in here? Come on in. Okay, any questions about the rules at this time? No? So difficult?
No.
No? Any question about the rules?
No, teacher.
No. All right. That's about the protocol I have to follow for our first encounter. And just like part of the first encounter session. We are about 47 minutes now, this recording. I want to start a little bit one aspect in grammar, as part of our first lesson. That is the simple present tense. Okay, simple present tense is kind of easy, but again, if you have questions, let me know. Okay. Everybody remember what is simple present tense, or when do you use simple present tense? Do you know? Who remembers what simple present is? When do you use it? Any of you? No? Do you know that terminology? No, what is simple present? Okay, you maybe say, teacher, in the first class, make a quiz. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, don't worry, it's not a quiz, okay? It's not, it's relax. Remember, this encounter is to relax. What is simple present tense? Wow, simple present tense. Most of the time, we speak in present, okay? Most of the time, we speak in present.
The basic.
Yeah. Maybe the school, at the university, and any institution, when you learn English, when they are teaching you English, they say, okay, simple present tense. And the first activity they ask you from you is, hey, please tell me your daily routine. You remember? My daily routine. Yes, because the simple present tense is to talk about what? Something that you usually do as an habit, as a routine, that you do frequently, things like that, you know. So simple present tense. Okay, so it's my first class in grammar. Why? Again, because I didn't know your English level. This is my first time. I am taking notes here, looking at your way how you are speaking in order to get one topic for next class. Okay, but for today, to talk about a little bit, maybe 10 or 15 more minutes about simple present tense. Okay. Okay, do you recognize the expression daily routine? Pedro, do you
Yes.
recognize the expression daily
Yes,
routine?
teacher.
Uh,
Yes, teacher.
okay, what is a daily routine?
Daily routine is the actions or things that you do every day.
Correctly, thank you. That is okay. That is basic and full explanation. That is basic. What when I say a simple present tense, that is okay. Uh, for example, Berta, what do you do in the morning?
Okay, teacher. My daily routine is get up at 5 in the morning,
Uh-huh.
make breakfast,
Uh-huh.
and my oldest daughter to go to the school, and my baby um, with your sister.
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you. Lina, what do you do in the morning?
I get up at 7 maybe,
Uh-huh.
and I take a bath with my son, and I don't know, I lo llevo a la guardería. I don't
How to
know.
say
Mm,
that? I take my
They
baby to the
to the
kindergarten.
okay.
Okay, I
That's
take my baby to the kindergarten. Okay. What else? No more?
Yes, I prepare the breakfast for me and for her, for his, and that's it.
Okay, thank you. Laura, what do you do at noon?
My daily routine?
At noon. What do you do at noon?
No, no,
At
profe.
noon. No? What is noon? At 12.
No, no entiendo esa palabra.
At
Ah,
noon. At 12, at 12 p.m.
mediodía.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah.
no, no
What do you
entiendo.
do? What do you do at that time?
Eh, breakfast.
Breakfast or lunch?
Eso, el lunch. Sorry, lunch. Sí.
Maybe. Okay. And no more?
Eh,
Sleep.
mm,
Well, all right, don't worry. Angie, what do you do at noon? Sorry, at noon.
Excuse me, teacher.
What do you do at noon, Angie?
Um, I start making lunch to help my mother.
Uh-huh.
Um,
That's it? All right. Karine, what do you do at night?
At night.
Yeah.
In the evening, I finish my work after 5:30, and then had I have my dinner in the kindergarten I work, because I can have all my meals in there. Then I go back home and make things ready for the start the battle for the next day. My
Yeah.
kids, and that's all. And then
Um,
I check my activities, my homeworks, and then I do my homework, and then I go to sleep.
all right. Thank you. Uh, do you have any question about the daily routine? Any of you? Any question? No.
Teacher, sorry. I have a
Yes.
question about noun word because it's a new word for me. And can you spell that, please?
What word? What word?
Noun. The middle of the day. I don't know. Noun.
Noon.
No,
Ah,
noun.
you mean noon.
Noun.
Noon. Noon. At
No.
noon.
Okay, teacher.
Got
Thank you.
it?
Thank
Yeah, no, it's okay. So usually you or we use the when we talk about the day, we have two expressions. One expression is to say in the, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Okay? You need to take notes, do it, please. Okay? We use those expressions in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. So in
you.
three, we use in the. But in the other is at. You say at noon. You say at night. You say at midnight. Okay? So
Okay.
it,
Now I understand the word
yes,
afternoon.
correctly. Correctly. You say afternoon. Why? Because it's after 12, At 1
Yes.
p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., you say, hey, good afternoon, because it's after noon. Because noon is the half of the day. So those
Yes.
expressions are really good because there is a common mistake, especially when you say night. You never say in the night. No, 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 no. That's not good. Okay, you say at night. I study at night. I work at night. I go to the disco at night. You don't say I go to the disco in the night. You don't say I study in the night. No, 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 no. You say at night. So remember, you have three in the and three use at. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. At noon, at night, at midnight. So they are the parts of the day and the prepositions you need to use them uh, correctly, to speak and write correctly. Okay. Everybody can see the presentation, the PowerPoint presentation now. Does
Yes,
No,
everybody
teacher.
can see? No.
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 Oh, I'm sorry. Really? Goodness. Let me see. With what? With what? Let me see. Come on. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. Let me share it. Why is it's not coming in here? Okay. Jesus. Okay, I think my internet is kind of slowly. I don't know why. Can you see? My goodness. Come on. Or I don't know what's going on in here. Bueno, okay. That is part of when we say simple present to understand the parts of the day. Okay, to understand the parts of the day and use it in the correct way. Use it in the correct way. Uh, when we say simple present tense, there is always a situation that makes a little bit tricky to understand, difficult to understand when people say, but when I use the letter S in the final of the verbs, you remember? And there are some rules for that imply to use it, to use those words. I don't know what's going on in here. I don't know. Can you see the presentation there now? No.
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 No. Oh my goodness. I don't know why. Mm. Bueno, right. So there are some rules when you say simple present tense in the third person, in the third person. Does any one of you remember when you use the letter S in the final of the verbs when you are talking about the simple present tense?
Yes, teacher. When I want to say the other an action in the other person, because for example you are no Lina are place maybe, or no Lina no for example Karim plays guitar right now, for example.
Yes. So you say, but it's kind of difficult. Don't worry, because it's just to have in mind when you say third person is because you and me are talking about any other person, you know? Maybe, okay, Pedro and Mr. Santos are talking about Berta. Okay, you say, Berta plays the drum. Berta plays the guitar. You know,
Teacher, you are sharing
yes,
the screen now. I
yeah,
can see.
you can see. Okay,
Yes.
is I think is too slow the internet connection. Okay, okay, the first one, yes, simple present tense. Can you see daily routine? You know, I think it is now. Okay, in this, you see, we talk about facts, habits, and the things that are true. The things that are true. Okay, those are the uses for simple present tense. Let me show you this. Okay, do you see the examples now? Karin, can you see
Yes, teacher.
the sentences? Pedro, can you see the sentences?
Yes, teacher.
All right. So if you see when I say I, when I say you, hey, it's kind of easy. You don't have to modify any verb. But when you say he, she, or it, what you need to do? To put s, you know, to put s in the final of the verbs. You see? Berta, can you read the examples on the screen, please?
Read the letter, teacher.
Yes. Can you read where we see he and she?
Espérate, si puedo leerlos.
Yes, read, please. Yes,
Okay.
read.
I clean my room.
Huh?
You clean your room. He
Yes.
cleans his room. She cleans room. They clean their room.
Thank you. Thank you. Lina, can you read the next column, please?
Yes, teacher, I have a pencil, you have a pencil, he has a pencil, she has a pencil, we have a pencil, they have a pencil.
Thank you. You see the difference? You see the words clean and has in green color? The idea is, hey, be careful when you say affirmative sentences in simple present, the verb need to finish in the letter S, you know? When you say he has a pencil, she has a pencil, okay? It's different when you say I have a pencil or we have a pencil, you see? Because most of the time we say, okay, Patricia, go to the hospital. No, you need to say Patricia goes to the hospital, you know? My baby study at school. No, my baby studies at school. And you can pay attention the pronunciation of the letter S in the final of the verbs, you see? This is the complicated part. There are some rules for that. These sentences are just a couple of examples to bring you to your memory maybe these topics that you have studied before, but we need to master, okay? This is the tense we use more frequently, right? Any question about this slide, please? Do you have any question about this slide? Any of you? All right, thank you. I'm gonna move the next. As well, when you say, hey, simple present, you need to imagine you need to use auxiliary verbs, okay? As you know, as you remember, we have different auxiliary verbs depending on the tense, you know. So what are the auxiliary verbs for the simple present tense? Do and does, okay? Do and does, the auxiliary verbs. Angie Daniela, when do you use the auxiliary verbs in general? When do you use the auxiliary verbs, please?
When? ¿Cuál?
Yes,
¿Cuál?
yes, when? When do you use or when do you need auxiliary verbs?
Done?
Yes, but when do you use them? When you say, okay, I need auxiliary in this case, in this case, in this case, when do you use them? Do you know?
I
No
don't
clear?
understand. I don't understand.
Okay. Laura Veronica, do you know? When do you use auxiliary verbs?
Don't remember.
No? Karine, do you know?
The auxiliary verbs, the one
Yes.
you show in there.
When do you need an auxiliary verb? In general, not only with this slide, but in general.
It's like when you want to make a contraction, maybe. I'm no sure.
Okay, don't worry, okay? So again, you need
Yeah.
to take notes, take notes. Of course, you can find this topic. All the auxiliary verbs I needed when you make questions, okay? That is the first moment when you need auxiliary verb. When you make questions, you always need auxiliary verb, the first. The second moment, when you make negative sentences, okay? When you make negative sentences, you always need an auxiliary verb, okay? That is the second moment. What is the third moment? When you make short answers, okay? When you make short answers, you use auxiliary verbs, all right? I say again, the first moment when you need auxiliary verbs is to make questions. The second is to make negative sentences. And the third moment is when you make short answers, okay? Short answers, okay? In other words, you don't use auxiliary verbs in affirmative sentences. Just when you want to make so specific or emphatic. But for now, you don't use auxiliary verbs in affirmative sentences. It's the only moment, okay? I'm going back on the last sentences. If you see here, they are affirmative sentences. You see? In here, affirmative sentences, the last slide. Don't use auxiliary. You see? Don't use auxiliary. But when you see here, for example, he doesn't have a pencil, she doesn't clean her room, you need one auxiliary, okay? You need one auxiliary. On the left, you can see the structure for the auxiliary verb for present. I do, you do, he, she, it, does, and then in plural, again, we and they do. So make a question, everybody, using do or does, please, for me. Okay, everybody is going to make a question for me using do or does. Please, Pedro Alonso, make me a question, please.
A question. Do you like ice cream?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Berta, one question, please.
Um, do you like dancing, for example?
Thank you. No, I don't. Thank you, Berta. Lina, one question for me, please.
Okay. What do you prefer, Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
All right. I prefer Coca-Cola. Thank you. Angie, one question for me.
No, teacher.
No, Laura, one question for me.
Do you like to eat every day?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Karine, one question for me.
Um, does your kids goes to kindergarten?
Can you say again, Karine, please?
Does your kids goes to kindergarten?
Okay. That's your kid.
Yeah.
Okay. No, he doesn't. Okay. No, he doesn't. Okay. What's the idea? What's the idea? Remember, if the question begins with the auxiliary, what is the answer? Yes or no. Always. Okay. Yes or no. If you talk about children, what you use? Do or does?
Does.
For children, you say do or does? Who knows?
You.
Okay. Do, because children is plural. Okay. Always. Do the children, do your children. Okay. If you say, Patricia, what do you use? Do or does?
Does.
Does, because it's she, you know? If you talk about your dog or your cat, what do you use?
Does to teacher.
Does, correctly. So that's the idea. People ask you every moment, do you speak Spanish? What is your answer? Yes, I do. You know? Yes, I do. Do you speak Chinese, Karin?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. In the answer, we can listen the word do, you see? Ah, yes. So again, you need the auxiliary verbs to make questions, to make negative sentences, and to make short answers, okay? You need to be ready to use them correctly, okay? And you need to have in mind the structure you have on this at this moment on your screen. I do, you do, he does, she does, etc. Because depending on that, you make questions, okay? That's the idea. And finally, for after the negative or after any auxiliary, the next verb you don't modify, okay? If you see on the screen, the first sentence in negative says, he doesn't have a pencil. You see have? Everybody see that have? Because I use doesn't before, you know? Again, if I go back to the previous slide, you say he has a pencil, she has a pencil, because it's affirmative. The verb finishes in the letter S, you know? But after the negative, you always say, okay, the verb is normal. Don't put the letter S, don't modify, okay? After any auxiliary, how is the next verb? Normal, as you can find the verb in the dictionary, right? After do, does, don't, doesn't, you don't put S, you don't put ing, you don't put past ed, nothing, okay? Nothing. After any auxiliary, how is the next verb? Normal, okay? Normal, as you can find the verb in the dictionary, right? Okay. Those are some kind of questions, things like that. But I'm gonna stop in here. I'm gonna stop in here because time is running out of now, and I need to get ready for my next class. I expect to this encounter maybe help you a little bit, you know, to remember aspects that hopefully you have studied before. Okay, I think you have studied before simple present tense, for example, you know, at UNAT or at school, but you say, I am confused, I don't use. Okay, this is just to remember because the class is just 1 minute and a half, things like that. And you need a lot of practice to master the topics, okay? So what is my recommendation? Hey, try to remember, try to realize, hey, when do you use the simple present? All the time, okay?
Okay.
It is kind of short. I don't know if you want next class we continue talking about simple present tense, or you want to move on another topic. I want to make sure now, please. What do you think? Do you want me to continue with this class about simple present next class, or you want to move to another? Pedro, what do you think?
Teacher, I don't have a problem with continue with this topic. It's important to review everything.
Okay, thank you. For Berta?
Teacher, es continue. O sea, le entiendo que si quiere continuar con el tema o para
Yes,
seguir el tema.
yes, or another topic.
No,
This is fine for you.
para seguir el tema.
Bueno, thank you. Lina?
Hello.
For Lina, you want to continue on this topic or you want to move on to another?
I don't have a problem, teacher. Really.
Okay. Thank you. Laura?
No problem. Another.
Another. Maybe. And for Angie, Daniela?
Is it important to review again?
Okay. Okay, thank you. And for Karin?
For me, it doesn't matter. I'm okay with what my other parents say. For me, it's okay. If you want to do it one more time or continue, it's also fine for me. If you want to change, it's also fine for me.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Okay, thank you, Karine. So maybe next class we continue a little bit more with some other aspects about simple present tense. That means if you have time today, tomorrow, maybe try to check a little bit example by the internet, at your school books, I don't know, and maybe to get a little bit more participation on the next class about the same topic, okay? Thank you very much for attending this session. I hope to see you on Thursday again at 8, please. I don't know if you have questions, things like that, recommendations, you can make them later. If not, on the next class, we'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna stop now recording, and I want to say you thank you very much. Don't worry, don't stop learning. Okay, don't stop practicing, and have a wonderful rest of the day for all of you. All right.
Thank you, Profe. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, teachers. Thank you.
All
Bye,
right.
teacher. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Bye.